Hello everyone and welcome. It's Shanna. I'm so glad you're here today. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Now today we're going to be making an easel card. And I'm going to be using Kendra's Card Challenge December 2023 bonus printable download. Now this download is available to all access and VIP patrons. It's a 4-sheet wonder for 6x6 papers. It provides you with instructions on how to make 3 different fun fold cards. And that's what I'm going to be working with today. So I'm just bringing in some panels that I've selected to get laid down, and I'm going to get them laid down. I've got Spellbinder's fern here that I'm taping up. Now I have a funny story about easel cards. The very first time that I ever made an easel card, I had just started watching Craft Roulette, and I didn't even know what an easel card was. But I was watching Craft Roulette, and the easel was one of the parameters. And so I don't like how I've got my panel here, so I'm straightening it up. So I literally took my cardstock and cut it into a standing easel. I cut little legs on it and cut the center out between the 2 legs, and I had 2 little legs, and it stood up just like an easel. And I thought it was really cute, and I thought it turned out very cute. Somebody called me out on it and said, "Oh, I've never seen an easel card like that." And at that point I realized I had made a boo-boo. But anyway, I didn't think so, because I just took it literally and I made it what I thought was an easel, and I thought it turned out really cute. But today we're going to make, I guess, a true easel card. Now this is my pattern paper, and if you watched my last video, I mentioned I got this pattern paper in a wonderful kit from my Elfster as part of Kendra's Card Challenge. I got many things, but this pattern paper was one of the things, and it's so cute. And I'm using all of it for this download, printable download that Kendra provides, and they turn out really super cute. So this is just some little coffee mugs and some little candy canes, and the coffee has some whipped topping on it. And I'm just bringing in another layer of that fern and getting it laid down. I'm just going to have multiple layers on this panel. And you can still see some of the coffee underneath there, so I think that looks good. And I'm just going to get it laid down on there as straight as I can possibly do. And then I'm going to bring in some more of the red paper. And I've decided that I thought I wanted to emboss it. And so I'm just going to grab an embossing folder and emboss it real quick. And I think that'll add some nice texture to my card. So I'm just grabbing my handy dandy tape runner that I love using. It's easy but not always forgiving. And I'm just going to get that panel laid down on there. And I think the colors look really nice, especially with that pattern paper that I've chosen. And I say paper, but it's thick like cardstock, that pattern is. And I've got a little corner popped up there, so I'm just throwing a little glue down on it and pushing down and getting it laid down. And then I've got the sentiment. Now the sentiment was also part of the paper pack, and I cut several things, fussy cut out several things and cut things, and are using them for my embellishments. Now this, I had to trim down a little bit on my trimmer. That's why I was measuring it on the corner of my glass mat there, and I trimmed it real quick off camera. And I'm just going to glue this down, and it is going to be my sentiment. Hello Winter. And it's got the little coffee mug on there that matches my pattern paper, so I thought it just tied in really nice together. That's one thing about using paper pattern packs is, you know, you've always got colors that all go together, and a lot of times you'll have some little things that you can use for sentiments and stuff. So now I'm just going to take those panels and I'm going to attach them to my card base to create my little easel. And I'm just making sure it lines up good and it's going to look right and everything. And I think I trimmed it just a smidge because I thought there was a little bit of white hanging off of it on the one side. So I just took it and trimmed just a smidge off. And there again, just bringing in that tape runner. I think my glue was clogged when I was making this, and so I just decided to go with the tape runner. And I'm just going to line that up carefully and just attach that bottom half onto that easel base. I like the colors. I really like just the red and the green, and then kind of that taupe on there. And so I've got that all ready to go. Now I'm going to need a stand for my easel. So I'm going to have to put something in there that's going to help my easel to stand up when it's opened. So you can see I've got all this stuff here, and I was trying to decide what I wanted to use. And I decided to put, because I wanted it to be kind of thick, so it'd be a good little ledge for my card to stand on. So I just took some white hammermill scraps that I had laying on actually it was laying on my guillotine, and I'm just going to glue it to the back of this red patterned paper, and that's going to give it some substance. And then I'm going to bring my fern back in, because I just like reusing the colors that I have just for consistency and just to make a real cohesive card. And I'm going to just center it down in the middle of this red snowy patterned paper that was also included in the paper pack. And then this cute little strip was also in the paper pack, and I just glued it down to the burgundy, and then I'm going to attach it to the green. And now we've got a real cute inside embellishment that is going to serve very well for our little kickstand for our easel card. So I'm just going to get it laid down in there, and that'll pretty much finish up our card. Almost put it upside down and then realized it and turned it around, and I'm just going to kind of line it up, have a little bit of white peeking through the bottom of that, get it evened up. It looks like it's a little crooked there, and I'm trying to straighten it up. There we go. Then I went too far, I think. Okay, so we get that laid down, and then that serves as a good place to stand our card up. I think I'm still trying to even that up there. Oh, I've got a little hanging off the edge, and you can't see it, but I'm just going to trim that. I grabbed my Tim Holtz scissors, and I'm just going to snip that off so we've got a good clean edge. And there we go. I think it looks really, really cute. This was fun. And I actually made a true easel card this time, and not something that I had imagined. Anyway, I hope you like it. I think it's fun. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care.